What's this, guns, knives, and watches? This is my shout out to the MRE Depot. Now, are all their prices the best? No, probably not. Is this the best way to store your food? No. No, learn how to grow it, store it, and do all that type of crap. But they do have specials, you know. They do have these things like going on. And sometimes, every so often, man, when they have one, it's like, you know, they just bought a bunch of military surplus shit that was made, you know, in this year, the year of, you know, whatever year you're in. If you see this video down the road, it's not a bad gig. Because they just bought a bunch of it. They're trying to get it the hell out of there. They give you a better price than what they would normally run. Well, I've done this on 2 different occasions over the last few months, okay? One was on this processed cheddar cheese blend, which means it's cheese, blue cheese, partially hydrogenated soybean oil, which kind of freaks me out, man. Like, I don't like that, dude. It's like, dude. Whatever. And we've done the tomato powder. The tomato powder was probably a better deal, because all it is dehydrated tomato paste. The paste, man. Stores 25 years. And this is when you're buying stuff like this, you really have to know what you're dealing with. Now, I've dealt with these large number 10 cans for like ever. Not because I've actually ever used them, you know, out there in that there field type kitchen, man. But I'm a nosy motherfucker and I like talking to the cooks. Because the cooks are the ones that make you damn food. And you just got to get, you know, you get in with a cook, you can get a lot of different things done. You don't realize that concept. Possibly, maybe, in the modern era, with Halliburton and everything else, dealing with the, you know, let's stay out of that topic. But MRE Depot has these deals. Now, the reason I am bringing this up is because this tomato powder is 3.5 pounds or 56 ounces. You know, you've got to understand that people's serving sizes and what they're trying to sell you when they're selling you this crap is vastly different. Like, you know, my favorite company to beat up on that I really enjoy their food is Honeyville. Why? Because they still screwed me over that half a case, which I'm still pissed off over. But here's another thing about Honeyville. On their website, they sit there and say that this can is more servings than, you know, MRE Depot does. But this is 3.5 pounds, and I think theirs might be 3.4 or something like that. Anyway, they're almost the same, okay? But one says one thing, one says the other. You have to be really aware of, through the use of these things and just through your basic understanding of cooking, and that's where all of this comes down to. You honestly have to be able to cook and cook with these things to make educated decisions, because if you don't, you are going to get foobarred. This was cheaper through MRE Depot in a government can that was made this year, for a case of it, than it was way cheaper than it was through Honeyville, because they had that special, okay? I know Honeyville has $5 shipping and all that crap, but they charge you more per case because of that $5 shipping. Go into a Honeyville store if you're a Mormon out in Utah or in California. Go into the Honeyville store and see what the price difference is, because it's not the same. So, that's the reality. No, you know, don't go by what someone says. Go by what it actually is. MRE Depot advertised this can as being 40-some servings, whatever. The exact same weight of tomato powder through Honeyville was 74 or something like that. You know, do I know the exact numbers because I haven't looked at it in a month? No. But I can tell you it's pretty damn close. By 5 or 6, you know, serving sizes or something like that. But I do know one thing. I know the weights of the can. This is 3.5 pounds, 56 ounces. Now, Was the cheddar cheese that great of a deal? You know, it was cheap. I got a case of it. You know, I didn't blow the bank on it. And it's a processed cheese spread, which will be cool for certain things. As I said, I only added one case. You realize how many tomatoes are in this? You dehydrate a tomato, you make it into a fucking powder, and how long actually a case of tomato powder will actually last? Where this is like a dessert. It's like a, you know, it's just like something, you know, an extra little thing. And this is 3.5 pounds also, 56 ounces. But anyway, this is Guns, Knives, and Watches. And I know this can has a little ding on the bottom of it, but I don't worry about botulism because it's a dehydrated product. You're not going to have anaerobic respiration in a something that's totally desiccated. This is Guns, Knives, and Watches, and just be aware of what you're buying. This is kind of my shout out to MRE Depot. Some of the things, get on their mailing list. Is it the lowest price you're ever going to find? No. But is it reasonable when they have those specials and this, there, or the other, and is it worth that money sometimes? Yeah, it is. I couldn't grow enough tomatoes in a year to make a case of dehydrated tomato paste. It's not going to work. And as I said, the cheddar cheese spread's more like a dessert. So, this is Guns, Knives, and Watches, and I just wanted to kind of give my deal, man. And I, you know, to those that really like my high energy, fuck you, everything else videos, I can only do so many of those, and then I just get that's on my days. You can always tell if I do a really super high energy video, man. I have had just a day, man, that has been so extremely intense that I release that intensity on a video. But after a few days that are that intense, that just having to be 100% focused on everything that I'm doing, I've got to have some down days, man. I'm not 20 years old anymore. So then you get the videos where like, I'm like a little bit lower, man. We like talking like this, man. Gonna bring that southern drawl out, even though we're not from the south. Anyway, this is Guns, Knives, and Watches, and have a good one. Peace out.